Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to go through and do our daily technical analysis update commodities. Work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com, where I dive deeper into all these sectors, looking for investment opportunities and sharing those opportunities with everybody in the community. Specials a coupon code that we've got. You can check in the description link for the discounts, and it works both on the monthly and yearly memberships. Yeah, let's dive in. Start with the DXY, seeing what's going on today. So we are getting a little bit weaker dollar, where I see weaker yields too. So weaker yields, weaker dollar today. It is coming on back. Now we haven't really broken through any of these, critical areas where I'm going to say that this is just going to head lower. It could if we continue to sell off. But at this time, I'm going to remain open to that possibility. But I don't think we've broken through any critical support levels yet. We've got the 2-year yield down a little bit today, but again, I don't think that looks like it's ready to rip lower, not with that wick at the bottom. I still think we're holding on. It was a down day, but we're not accelerating. It doesn't look like to me that we're just going to drop like a rock. And we're still squeezing that corner. And again, even if we drop like a rock, I still think we're going to go higher in the longer term. 10-year yield down a little bit today. We're still above support. No change there. The 30-year is down 0.5% today. And no change there either. We're still in this resistance support box. And it still looks good to go higher. It's not a reversal candlestick. It's not big selling pressure. Nothing to worry me at the moment. TLT bond prices are up a little bit as yields go down. We could even close this gap, but I still think we're going to go lower. I look at all this from a longer term perspective. That perspective, I think we're going to break lower, and yields are going to continue on up. 2 and 10, we've got yield curve inverting again a little bit, but momentum's down. It's still holding. Now, if we continue lower in yields and if we can break lower in the yield curve here, because the 2-year and the 10-year were pretty much even today, maybe it uninverts. Maybe we do get a slowdown in the market. But right now, it's still holding on. TYX TNX ratio is up a little bit of a tailwind behind gold, and the dollar was down today, so gold should be higher. Gold's up 19 bucks an ounce. We're up against, I don't know if we're up against resistance yet, but we're working our way on up. Not much selling pressure for the past 2 days. Silver is up 0.35%. That's still looking good to go higher. Not much selling pressure there. We've got platinum up 1.4%, looking good to go higher. This is just a little consolidation pattern of some sort. We've broken the bigger pattern here to the upside. And then palladium's up 1.27%. That still looks good. We've broken to the upside of that pattern. Still looks good to go up. We've got XAU to gold ratio down a little bit today, but it's not big selling pressure. Even if we fall back a little bit more, not too worried. We're at incredibly low levels here, looking good for a potential move higher over the big picture view. For gold miners to outperform gold. GDX was down a little bit today, but again, this small selling pressure, so not a big deal there. We've got GDXJ doing the same thing. I still think this is going higher. It's just a consolidation. Little flag patterns, pennant formations. And then SILJ, similar thing. Just a small selling pressure, flag pattern to go higher. Crude oil's up 0.8%. We're still in this flag pattern here. That has not changed. And still looks okay. It's not falling or moving up. It's just contained. TTF gas up a little bit, 0.8. I think that this is going to be a false breakdown and then a slingshot higher eventually. And I'm looking at the falling wedges here to make that conclusion, and then this, and then sometimes it's like pulling a rubber band back before a slingshot. We got natural gas going higher in America, 3.5%, up and away. It's going to keep going up. I don't know what's going to stop this. We need to produce a lot more natural gas in 2026. And I think things are going to get spicy here in 2026 for a period of time here. And probably you'll see something on the lines of that. 12, $13 MMBTU, totally possible. The boy XOP, yeah, you know me, ripping higher to 2.6%. It's front running what I think is coming in oil and nat gas. Let's head higher, looking good. OIH up 4.4%, just absolutely ripping it. So that looks really, really good. We positioned very well on the website for this move, and things are playing out. They're looking good. That's a new high here. Looking fantastic. Newcastle Coal Future down a little bit for Wednesday, so that's down a teeny bit. We're back to support. I think we're going to head higher here. Watch TTF, nat gas, and I think we're going to break higher with time. With time. Sprott Uranium Trust up 0.5%, looking good. Breaking through a little bit of resistance, looking good to break higher. We've got uranium chopping sideways, still looks fine. No big deal there. I think people are rolling into these commodity equities. We're seeing URA ripping higher, 3%. That looks good to continue higher. That's a falling wedge, breaking higher. Same with URNM, breaking higher, and same with URNJ. And then I think we'll break through this last resistance support or resistance area and really break out when we get past that, however long it takes. URNJ is still outperforming URNM in an uptrend fashion, so we're still good, guys. Bull market is game on. Nickel up 0.9%. That's going to work its way on up. Looks like we've got a little bit of a resistance line trying to be broken here. It looks good. And hopefully we can gain some traction, gain some momentum, and start working our way on up. Copper flying higher, up about 3% almost. Clearing through that resistance area, and now we're running cheetah style, right? And I think we could really run here. I think we could get a big move, big move. I think we could go maybe eight, somewhere up to this 825 or something like that. Do you realize what some of these stocks are going to do if we get up there? Oh my God! And I think this is is this the fractal I grabbed from Nvidia? Yeah, I think that's the fractal from. No, it must be that fractal. That's too good of a match there. COPX, the equities ripping higher. We're getting through that last form of resistance, and we are running. COPX up 4.36. You back out, there's the big run. So this is the last form of resistance. We paused and just slowed down a little bit, and now we're accelerating again. Whoop noop Gundam style. That's what came to my mind. That's a little flag pattern here, and we broke out of the flag. Looks really good. Lithium, that's about to break out here. We were paused at resistance. We're probably going to see a continuation breakout here for lithium. REMX, slight consolidation. It's even still within my little thing I drew yesterday. That looks good to go higher. Yep, it's a falling wedge. That's all game on, and we still have the momentum going higher. It's all in an uptrend. We got to look. This is one big consolidation there. Iron ore heading higher, up 0.23%. Looking good, feeling good. I really like iron ore here. I don't look at the charts this zoomed in. I know a lot of people they worry about the day-to-day movements. I don't make small money. I make big money. So big money, big moves. That's gonna be a big move coming. Aluminum up 1.13, looking good. Still in resistance box. We've got Baltic Dry Index continuing higher. That's killing it. I'm sure this is front running maybe coal shipments and fertilizer shipments. They're all going to go up. I think this is going to go up with them. We've got emerging markets up against resistance. This is going to do what copper does. It's going to pause a little bit, maybe do a flag pattern, maybe do something, some choppiness sideways, and then rippity rip, rip, rip after we break out. Don't know the time frame on it, but we're up against resistance. We're going to bust through this at some point, and it's going to be see ya wouldn't want to be at. Probably when the dollar drops. Whenever that dollar drops, that's going to be fuel to the fire for this guy. Move up 0.4. We're putting in that right hand shoulder. We haven't broken the neckline yet, but it's coming. KRE up 2%. That's ripping it. And I think this is front running lower interest rates. Regional banks with lower interest rates, they own a bunch of bonds and then they do bank lending. So yeah, XHB ripping higher up 1.24. People are probably positioning from insider information that lower rates could be coming, maybe a cut, and then people buy it in front of that release. That's my guess of what's going on there. Russell's up 1.92. These guys like lower rates, so maybe someone's front running it. We had lower rates today, but people might know things, insiders. SPX up a little bit. That's looking good. And then NASDAQ's up a little bit. That looks good too. We continue higher on all of them. Dow Jones Transportation heading higher. Lower rates. Economy gets going again. And then you start seeing these things break out like that. That looks really good for DJT. XLI also looking like it's going to try to break higher here too out of this resistance consolidation box. That looks promising. We'll see if it can bust through. Maybe this week, maybe next week. SMCI still looks like garbage to me. I wouldn't touch it with your money, but yeah, it's a inverted flag pattern ready to break lower. Nvidia selling off a little bit, down 1%. Surprised with the SPX and Nasdaq up today, but that's down 1% in support. Bitcoin's up 1.82. We got to get those guys into Bitcoin, funnel the herd into Bitcoin so we can create some treasury bond demand through stable coins that back Bitcoin, Tether, and all those things. Ethereum heading higher. That actually looks pretty good. That's breaking out there. Looks like a double bottom. Looking good. Looking good for Ethereum. Maybe they're getting that money printer going. MicroStrategy up 3.89. That's bouncing off support. And that's the support area through here. Taylor still looks a little worried there, but yeah, we'll see. See what happens there. We've got the VIX down 3%. So the plunge protection team's in there, making it work, making it work. We've got Canadian dollar breaking out of its shorter term pattern here. There it is breaking out. Then we'll break the big pattern. Then it will be game on for the stuff that we invest in over the next few years. And I mean, game on, baby. We got the African Rand doing the same thing, breaking out, heading higher. That's going to be good. Tailwinds. Brazilian Real heading higher, up 0.32%. And I see this doing a double bottom, working its way on up. This is where we're going to make a whole bunch of money on the website based off that. Australian dollar breaking higher, up 0.6% today. Here it goes. This is a little breakout there. Now we're breaking the bigger pattern too. So that's engaging this bigger pattern. So the short pattern broke out, engaging the big pattern, which broke out. Now if this thing moves, my position for that. GBP, silver, that's British pound working its way higher. It's breaking out to the upside. There it is. Here we go. All right, that's all I've got for today, guys. We're going to end it there. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website, special with the coupon code if you'd like to join. And that's all I've got for today. We've got a, Saturday Q&A session coming up, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Bring your questions. We'll talk about companies if you guys want to. And that's all I've got. So see ya.